I'm massaging my father. My father's 68 years old this year. 68 years old. So it's 2 years short of 70. And he's got torsion as well. Everyone's got torsion. This side here.
Where is it? You just did it on the sky.
He's got tightness here. Tightness here. So the spine runs down here, and because he's got tightness here, it's making his whole body torsion off to the side here. Which is very common in most people. Just helping relax the neck a bit. There's a lot of things that are happening, but I can't explain everything in one sentence. And this skill that I've learned is through my family. It wasn't taught to me, from mainstream medicine. So as I turn the body here, it finds it hard to come back. See, but it stays. This one here, it's still torsion off here. So now I'm just going to butter up the body, warm it up. Psychologically getting the person used to movements. And all these techniques that you see me doing is all derived from the practice of qigong. A lot of these movements here is all to do with being centered. Is that okay, Dad?
Yeah.
He's much better. I had a session with him a couple months ago. He's much better. You still practice every morning, isn't it?
Yeah, every morning.
So in this pattern that I'm doing here, the hands are cupped.
What do you mean?
And we're literally just lifting the muscle up.
Oh, where is it?
Make sure that you move your body to the right position. Those of you who practice martial arts, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You're always trying to attack the person's center line. So the same when you're doing massage, you make sure that you're centered. You don't want to put yourself out, man.
What we saying? Don't mind me.
You guys can't see the back hand. This hand's moving forward, but this hand's going back.
Don't mind me.
So what's going on with the pectoralis on this side here? Pectoralis.
Don't mind me.
You say you don't talk here.
Is that okay, Dad?
Yeah.
Don't mind me. Don't mind me. I said don't mind me.
Imagine, can you believe it? My dad's nearly 70 years old. So some of you guys comment that, whereas the Asians don't raisin. But do you know what? That's a stereotype, isn't it? It's an archetype. It's a stereotype. So what I'm saying, even in my culture, not everyone looks in quotes young. It depends on your lifestyle. Dad, how long have you been practicing martial arts for? How long have you been practicing?
A long time.
Since what age, Dad?
Yeah, about 15,
Since he was like 15.
15 years.
And he hasn't stopped ever since. So he's been practicing for now for over 50 years.
No, no.
The main thing is to help the spine, the skeleton, the spine become more flexible. So here we're working on muscles and tendon. And what happens is, if your spine has a torsion in it, it will inflict, it will hamper the space that your organs have to move around. You can only use your imagination to see what I'm talking about. I mean, you can use your imagination. Some people are physically feeling what I'm talking about here. But Dad's in good shape, man. So it's pretty easy to work on his body because he's already got the structure. That's what I'm doing. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing that. They ain't gonna come back. You have to, 2 hands. And when I work, I have no preference of right hand or left hand. You have to make sure you're working on both sides. If you just keep on using your right hand or your right arm, you're gonna get the torsion as well. You need to make sure that you're neutral, balanced. Really relaxing the traps here. Yeah, you take it first. Thank you. Imagine the man's nearly 70 years old, man.
Hey, Mr. Polish shirt. Oh my God.
Not everyone in my family is like this, you know. I have uncles and aunties, and not everyone practices what we practice. And we don't force anyone to practice. A child from young will show, if the child from young shows a capacity to focus, then they have a capacity to learn Kung Fu. So we don't force it. Really holding on here. A lot of you is gonna have problems in this muscle here. A lot of you.
Hey! Oh, that.
You know, I might not be academically inclined as most people, but I know what I'm doing.
Okay.
You know, I come from an old school line of people who are hands-on. You might get some people are good at carpentry, some people are good at like mechanics, some people are good at farming. This one here needs it. And what happens when the muscles get tight here, it gets pulled, the skeleton gets pulled all different ways. And if, for example, with a muscle here, I ain't gonna give names of muscles, it's irrelevant for now. If there's any muscle that's over pulling, what's gonna tend to happen is the neck is gonna pull towards the side that the muscle's being pulled. And that's how you get this kind of, when you get like problems here. So if you go and get adjusted and then click it like that, if other areas have not been relaxed, this click here ain't gonna last. And you guys need to realize that whatever ailments you have, don't believe that you can get it fixed all in one go. That's impossible. Because whatever strains and stress you have at the moment, it took time to happen. And for you to think that's taking a pill or getting some injections or something like that to sort yourself out, it ain't gonna do it. It's very wishful thinking. And if you want to get rid of the root of your ailments, you need to change your lifestyle. Pressing onto his temple out of him. And what we're doing here, we're working with all the, with this whole system, this whole shoulder system. This muscle here, when it gets really tight, it overcompensates and it pulls hold the shoulder forward. Hold the shoulder forward. That's it's not too bad. But I've seen people when the whole shoulder's gone completely forward, and that will affect your breathing, will affect your diaphragm. It's the first collarbone here. If it's not in alignment, it's going to affect the whole of your body. So when you work at a computer desk, if you're either left hand or right handed, be very mindful not to overexert yourself. Circular movements. This side here, but his hands on the back, holding on. If I don't do this, he's going to fall backwards.
I found it first. If you find the walk on the ground first, it's yours.
It's a nice warm day, so I'm not going to use the ointment, I think. No, I'm going to use it here. So I'm using Tiger Balm. This product's from Malaysia. I haven't been sponsored to use it, but this is what we use. It's one of the ointments that I use and liniments I use. So if you want to help a brother out, I've got a link below this video to Amazon, either US or UK. So for every purchase you make, I make about 20 cents, or I can't remember how much it is. It's like virtually nothing, but if you really want to help me out, buy some of this ointment and help someone of your family, you know, and at the same time you can help me out. And you don't need to apply a lot, apply very sparingly. This stuff is really strong, man. And what it does is just produces heat, but as you are massaging, the heat goes inwards and it goes into the muscle, which really helps to relax the muscle. How's that feel, Dad?
Yeah, very good.
He's just saying that I'm paying him to say it's good. I'm joking. I've got my mum filming at the moment. Thought I might as well film it. So this, I massage my parents maybe once every month or 2 months. It depends. But it's just nice, you know. Show a bit of love. You know, as our parents brought us into this world, you know, why not show some love back, man? So in my family, if someone has a headache or someone has a bellyache or anything like this, we don't take medicine, man. We just massage each other. Think about it, when you massage each other, it's such a social bonding thing, isn't it? It's really good. If you're going through any kind of like, you know, difficulties with your friends or family or something, I don't know, maybe start by offering someone a massage. Because we get grumpy we can, we can get grumpy and we can lose our temper because our body is in disarray. It's just symptoms, it's signs that your mind is not comfortable in the body. And if you're not aware of ways to cope with it or maintain your body, then obviously you're going to take it out, your suffering, your pain on other people. So it's one of my visions to really share and teach this knowledge so that one day it becomes a commonplace, a common practice that friends and family, we all just help each other out.
Going go upstairs, ba?
Okay, my son.
Bye, pa. Kundi upstairs niya.
Okay. Relax. So I've got here's getting more relaxed now. Okay, I'm just gonna move it to the neck now. So all you need to be in quotes a good therapist or a massage therapist is to be compassionate. Be inherently compassionate and caring. Just holding on, just giving a little, very gentle shake. Zach, I'm busy right now. Do you want the keys? Yeah, let's take the keys here. Mommy, you can get angry, man.
Yeah, the key.
That's it.
Which key is it?
Just work it out, my son.
Which key?
Come on, Daddy.
Work it out. And here's another thing. If you really want, to improve your life, one, get some help by, getting your body relaxed, help relax. But also do some kind of activity. And make it enjoyable, some kind of physical activity. At least once a day, make your heart rate go up. Either through running or doing some kind of aerobic, movement. Try bust a sweat once a day. Keep the doctor away. Your dad's in really good shape, man. Okay, relax, Dad. So now here, I'm holding on to the occipital point, this side here, but it's this side that's more tense. Rosie Linyari. Just holding on to the occipital point, I've been just moving the whole cranium. And don't push too hard, you don't need to push hard. All these movements that I'm doing are very gentle. If you do it properly with the right mechanic, right ergonomics, everything is very effortless. And the whole point of it is to ease the psychology of the person you're working on. Because these tensions that they're holding, they are because of psychology. Yeah, that one's just clicked, isn't it, Dad? Mm-hmm. Yeah, so this one here, as I did that, it relaxed, and then this vertebra here, it readjusted itself. In quotes, it cracked. I didn't have to put no force into it. It did it naturally. Our bodies are amazing if you just allow your bodies to do what it needs to do. Because the mind, when it's too powerful, it controls the body. It makes the body move unnaturally. you ever suffer from tennis elbow or like any problem with your wrist, or even frozen shoulder, it's all to do with the muscles around here being tight, and it hampers the movement of the scapulae. So in the beginning, your shoulder will be frozen, and if you don't get sorted out, eventually, or vice versa, eventually your elbows will be in quotes locked, and then worse still, eventually your wrist becomes locked. And the reason why all these ligaments are being pulled up towards this point, and you don't get the full motion of your arm. That's what it is. So when you guys have problems here or here, I'm telling you the root is not here. The root of it is here.
How?
That's one thing that medicine from my culture has trumps over Western culture. We think of the whole body holistically. Whereas in the West, let's say if someone has a headache, you think, oh, I'm gonna take a pill and sort it out, but that's not doesn't sort out the root cause. It just temporarily, in quotes, makes you numb or null of the symptom. But us guys, we look at the whole of the system, the holistically. So if you have a headache, we know it's because it's the way you've been moving around, it's the way you've been the way you've been moving around and how you've been thinking. For a lot of people who have problem working in, when you overexert yourself, either with a mouse or if you do something, this muscle here gets very tired. This area here, so just hold on to it and you can just give it a little shake. And some people might find painful. Massage, a proper massage will not be painful, but it will reveal to you areas in your body that you're holding on to, and that's when it'd be painful. The massage doesn't make you pain, it's pain that's already been there. Bao nhiêu lâu rồi mà?
23 phút.
Ủa, nhanh lắm mà. Side's better than the other side. You're right-handed, isn't it, Dad? As in, like, he uses his right hand more. Qua đây nhìn cái này không có gì, con anh chỉ cầm mới phải nhìn mà. Qua đây mà nhìn mặt người ta thì đang nhắm mắt, đang si phục như cái này mà. Is that okay, Dad? See, once again, I have to tell you guys, I'm not using my shoulders to lift up. I'm on the ground and I'm just going out. Be very careful. Don't try to imitate this. wave, like you feel is release. Because throughout the day, your spine compresses, but then also throughout your life, your spine compresses. So a lot of people, as you get older, you, in quotes, become shorter. It's only because your spine is concaved more or compressed more. So in our culture, they say the secret to longevity or long life is flexibility, adaptability, and lucidity. And all these things will bring forth happiness and optimism, which is good for yourself, your family, and your community. Okay, me quay bên này lộ giờ tay đâu phát triển lên. That's it. I'm holding hand here. Relax, yeah. So now I'm going to give the spine and this thoracic area here the opposite torsioning of what it's been overexerted. This side's more flexible. This side needs more. So I teach all these techniques, or most of these, or more basic version of these techniques to my students at the end of classes, if we have time. And the reason why I do that is I want to make sure the students can leave the class with a gift, with something, some knowledge they can share on with other people. And this hands here, I'm putting behind his lumbar. Is that okay, Dad?
Yeah.
Yeah, you relax. You're very gentle, because if you move very gently, you can feel the spine, you can feel this way. So don't try to copy this at home. Very gentle. Is that okay, Dad?
Yeah.
It's giving a thoracic stretch. You see, it's opening up the diaphragm, allowing more space for the diaphragm to breathe. The diaphragm is next to the sternum. And then also what's going to happen now is going to create space for his internal organs. There's a lot of you guys who work in offices and you slouch forward. You don't know it, but you're actually slouching on your diaphragm. Your diaphragm is no longer working properly. So that means when you eat and everything like that, all your inside, your internal organs are all pressed together. Okay, Dad, we finished for today.
Yeah.
Thank you.